Pigeon Heist by Rich von Halt. The morning sun crept over the horizon, bathing the Starbucks drive-thru in a pale orange glow. Al perched on the curb, his slender pigeon frame poised, soft features fixed in concentration as he watched the window. A barista emerged, placing a bunch of bananas in a basket on the ledge. The yellow fruit stood out against the green apron like a beacon. Al's eyes narrowed, wings fluttered, and Cal landed beside him, her long lashes flicking as she cocked her head. "Hey, what you doing? Don't you want to come eat? The feeder's full to burstin'. Old man Walker's passing out bread like it's going out of style." Al kept his gaze locked on the window. "Nah, got my eyes on something else." "Suit yourself. When hunger comes a-callin', you know where to find me." Cal took off with a whoosh of feathers. The bananas commanded Al's attention, solitary and unguarded. Curiosity itched in his mind, sustenance left in the open, free for the taking. It gnawed at him, a mystery begging to be unraveled. By 8 a.m., the sun blazed overhead as Al glided to the nearby curb where his friends lounged. Bo, grizzled by his Vietnam days, nodded a curt greeting. "Hey, Al!" "Hey!" Cal chirped. Sin, dozing on a hunk of bread, managed a sleepy "hey" as well, her plump form rising and falling with each breath. Al surveyed the group. "Bo, Cal, Sin, you look comfy as a hen on her eggs." Sin smirked, eyes still shut. "What can I say? Bread's my weakness." Bo fixed Al with a steely gaze. "So, what's with you always lurkin' by that coffee joint?" Al leaned in, his voice low and urgent. "Been watchin' those yellow things they put out each mornin'. I reckon it's food." Raucous laughter erupted, Sin's bread jiggling as she guffawed. "Food? Please! Ain't nobody leavin' precious vittles lying around. I guard mine closer than a dog with a bone." Bo's face hardened. "What are you getting at here, Al?" Al took a deep breath. "I figure if we join forces, we could heist some, see if my hunch is right." Bo's feathers ruffled. "Sounds dicey. I'm partial to this neck of the woods." Cal nodded. "Hate to rock the boat on account of a wild notion." Sin piped up, fighting the pull of sleep. "Count me in, Al. I'm always game for a thrill, especially if food's the prize." Al turned to the others, desperation seeping into his voice. "Come on, what do we gotta lose?" Bo scowled, launching himself into a nearby tree with an angry screech. Cal sidled over to Al, concern etched on her delicate features. "Never you mind, Bo. I'm willing to see this through if you are." "Appreciate it, Cal." Al managed a weak smile. Sin's snores punctuated the tense silence, her mumbled, me too, barely audible. Cal nudged Al with a wing. "Go on, talk to Bo. He'll come round." Al sighed, steeling himself. "All right, here goes nothing." Al soared up to the branch where Bo perched, determination etched on his face. "Hey! Hey!" Bo grunted, his gaze fixed on the horizon. Al shuffled his feathers, frustration simmering beneath the surface. "Listen, I ain't aiming to stir up trouble, but I refuse to let fear hold me back. If spending my days begging for scraps from Old Man Walker is all life's gotta offer, then I ain't interested. You want to play it safe? Be my guest. But I'm taking a chance on something more." He spun around, ready to launch himself off the branch, when Bo's gruff voice stopped him. "Wait!" Surprise flickered across Al's face as he glanced back at the battle-hardened pigeon. Bo met his gaze, a glint of mischief in his eye. "You're gonna need someone to watch your tail feathers out there." Dawn's chill hung in the air as Al, Cal, and Sin huddled at the base of the tree, waiting for Bo to arrive. Cal ruffled her feathers against the cold. "Brr, it's nippy this mornin'." Sin yawned, her eyelids drooping. "Nah, it's just early. What's keepin' Bo?" "Beats me," Al muttered, scanning the area for any sign of their comrade. Sin flopped onto the ground, belly exposed. "I'm so sleepy I could doze off standing up." Suddenly, Bo's head poked out from behind the tree, his face streaked with peculiar markings. "Hey, coast clear?" They whirled around, eyes wide. Al nodded. "Yeah, we were just about to review the plan." Bo somersaulted out from his hiding spot, landing with a flourish. Cal cocked her head, eyeing his face quizzically. "What's with the get-up?" Sin perked up, hope glimmering in her eyes. Please tell me it's chocolate. Bo puffed out his chest. It's my battle paint. Gotta look the part, you know? Sin burst into a fit of giggles. He's wearing makeup! Al shook his head, trying to steer the conversation back on track. All right, now that we're all here, let's go over the plan one last time. The pigeons huddled together conspiratorially as Al laid out the details in a hushed voice. Okay, here's the deal. As soon as we spot the last car pulling away, we move in pairs. The sun barely peeked over the horizon as Al, Bo, Cal, and Sin huddled behind the Starbucks dumpster, their hearts pounding in anticipation. Al turned to his comrades, his voice low and urgent. You guys remember the plan? Yep, Cal chirped, bouncing on her talons. Bo nodded, his battle-hardened face set in determination. Ready! Sin blinked, confusion clouding her eyes. What's the plan again? Sin! They groaned in unison, exasperation thick in the air. Al sighed, pinning Sin with a stern gaze. Cal and Sin, as soon as the window's clear, you fly like your tail feathers are on fire. Got it, Sin! Sin snapped to attention, her sleepy demeanor vanishing. Got it! They lined up, muscles tense, eyes locked on the drive-thru. The last car pulled away, and Al's voice cracked like a whip. Go, go! Sin and Cal launched themselves forward, a blur of feathers and adrenaline. They swooped down on the window ledge, each snatching a banana in their beaks. With a mighty flap, they soared across the street, landing on a nearby curb, their prize clutched tightly. We're on! Bo growled, his eyes glinting with anticipation. Al and Bo rocketed towards the window, their wings slicing through the air. They deftly grabbed a banana, the weight foreign in their beaks, and wheeled back to the curb where Sin and Cal waited, already prodding at their bananas with curious beaks. Cal jabbed at the top of the fruit, her head cocked in confusion. Sin sprawled across the other end, her beak poking at the yellow skin. Bo turned his banana over, inspecting it from every angle. Now, how do we crack these things open? Bo muttered, frustration seeping into his voice. Al glanced up, his eyes wide with surprise. The realization hit him like a thunderbolt. They'd pulled off the heist, but now faced an entirely new challenge. The bananas sat before them, tantalizing and unyielding, mocking their lack of knowledge. Al's mind raced, searching for a solution, as his friends looked to him for guidance. The weight of leadership settled heavily on his shoulders, and he knew he had to think fast before their hard-won prize slipped away.